Coming up on Sports Weekly, a historic season for the Indian Springs volleyball team ends in the second round of the CIF Southern Section playoffs. Plus, how about some SBVC men's soccer? It was a battle between two of the top teams in the entire state of California. The Wolverines hosting Norco College, and it felt like a championship match. Highlights on the way. Plus, we've got to talk high school football. It's getting really dramatic in the Mountain Valley League. A three-way tie for first place right now in the MVL. We will break that down. We will also hear from Cajon head coach Nick Rogers as the Cowboys prepare for a big-time battle against Beaumont in their Citrus Belt League finale. And of course, we will check in with San Gorgonio as they wrapped up at least a share of the Skyline League Championship with a big overtime win against Fontana. All that and more coming up on this edition of Sports Weekly on IEMG, and it starts right now. And welcome to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Pep Fernandez. Welcome to Sports Weekly on IEMG. We got some great highlights, great interviews as well coming up in the show. In this segment, we're going to talk some volleyball, a little college football as well. But before we do, make sure you subscribe to the IE Media Group YouTube channel. We'd appreciate it. We got our Sports Weekly live show, which focuses on football. We just had a live SBVC football game. We got another one coming up on Saturday, so it's a good way to stay up to date on the best sports coverage here in San Bernardino. But we do want to talk high school volleyball because it was a historic season at Indian Springs. The Coyotes making it to the CIF Southern Section Division 9 second round. They were hosting Rosemead. Indian Springs would fall in this match by a final score of 3-0, 25-16, 25-13, 25-9. But do not let that take away from a historic season for the Coyotes. 14 wins this year. That is a new school record for Indian Springs. First time making it to the playoffs. That was also a first. They finished second place in the Mountain Valley League, and they won their first round playoff game. So there was a lot of firsts this season for the Indian Springs volleyball team. They make it to the second round, but they fall in 3 straight against Rosemead. But still, the best girls volleyball season we have seen at Indian Springs High School. So congratulations to the Coyotes on a great year. All right, so right now, we want to check in with Alexander Madison. Yes, the former San Bernardino High School football star, now the starting running back for the Minnesota Vikings. What he's doing here in the city of San Bernardino is he's honoring and recognizing athletes of the week, one male and one female, each week throughout the fall season in a variety of sports. Football, cross-country, tennis, volleyball, all kinds of stuff. So here is Alex unveiling his next round of I Am Gifted Athletes of the Week. Alex, take it away.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up? It's Alexander Madison, running back for the Minnesota Vikings. And this week's female I Am Gifted Athlete of the Week goes to Cajon's cross-country runner, Natalie Goumashian. Currently, she has the fastest time for a 3-mile cross-country race in the city of San Bernardino this season, and it's also the 8th fastest in school history. Natalie is a team captain while also maintaining a 4.53 GPA. Congratulations. And this week's male I Am Gifted Athlete of the Week goes to San Gorgonio football player John Rubio. He had 25 tackles in a big win versus Arroyo Valley for first place in the Skyline League. Rubio is the leading tackler for the Spartans this season with 90 tackles. He also has 3 sacks, 8 tackles for loss, and an interception. John is doing an amazing job on the field, but also in the classroom, he has a 3.5 GPA. Congratulations.
All right, congratulations to Natalie and John, the I Am Gifted Athletes of the Week. We will have another round of Athletes of the Week next week right here on Sports Weekly on IEMG. So we transition from Alexander Madison, obviously a big-time football star from San Bernardino High School, to another big-time local football star, Jayden Daniels from Cajon High School. Now the starting quarterback for LSU. It was homecoming for the Tigers as they took on Army, and Jayden Daniels threw for 3 touchdowns in the victory. He also ran in a touchdown as LSU, ranked 19th in the country right now, beat Army on homecoming 62-0. Here's Jayden Daniels running in a touchdown. And for Jayden Daniels right now, the Heisman Trophy talk is really heating up. He is one of the favorites to maybe come home with the Heisman Trophy, which goes to the top college football player, and Jayden's name is in the conversation.
I just give thanks to God for everything. Without him, I wouldn't be in this position. I give thanks to my teammates, the O-line, everybody, just believing in me, making plays. But on a day-to-day basis, you hear stuff like that, but, you can't really listen to the noise, listen to the hype, because as soon as you start believing in that, that's when God will humble you. It goes both, the good and the bad. What happened last game is what happened last game. You can't bring the good or the bad to this next game. Me personally, I have a 24-hour rule. It's like, 24 hours, you can think about it, dwell on it, feel however you want to feel. But as soon as you wake up the next day and 24 hours hit, it's on to the next.
All right, when we come back here on Sports Weekly on IEMG, we'll have some SBVC football highlights and SBVC men's soccer taking on Norco in a real battle. That's next here on Sports Weekly on IEMG.